What is going on, WWP and world? It is your boy, the prodigal one, JB, tonight with another special Smart Talk. Tonight, I have a couple of guests. First, to start off, the Snapchat extraordinaire. I have FameBlack. Fame, how you doing tonight, bro?
I am always good. Yes, the Snapchat extraordinaire is here. FameBlack on Snapchat doing this thing. Yo, every Wednesday it's a WCW story. I'm telling some story about me and some crazy chick. You don't want to miss it. Only on Snapchat. And sometimes YouTube, but don't worry about it.
On your Snapchat, do you ever give any stories about those wigs behind you?
No, the wigs are the stories in themselves. All right, we don't have to reveal everything about everything. Behind one of these wigs is Hercules Mulligan. So
interesting. Also joining me tonight, from the PW Hustle, it is none other than Billy Ray Valentine. Billy Ray, thank you so much for joining us tonight. How you doing, brother?
What's going on, everybody, man? It's Billy Ray Valentine from the Bronx, PW Hustle, Big Slam Nation. It's a pleasure. Thank you for having me on your show, man. I'm looking forward to it.
Absolutely. Pleasure's all here. And finally, my brother from my mother, Q. How's it going, bro?
What's up, man? Good. Had a long ass fucking day at work, but finally come home, do something to enjoy for once.
All right, perfect.
Talk some wrestling.
Absolutely. It's something obviously we all enjoy doing. So we're going to, we're the Smarks, and basically what we're going to do is have some talk. The first segment we're going to do for tonight, I'm going to go ahead and label it our Be the Booker segment. And I laid down a challenge to everybody. I sent everybody a text, a message. And what I want is for everybody to, Roman Reigns is obviously getting a lot of heat. WWE is obviously struggling to get this man over, at least in my opinion. So I want you guys to book Roman Reigns in some sort of feud, in a storyline that you feel will help get him over, help garner cheers from the crowd. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start first with our special guest, Billy Ray. I'm going to ask you, how would you book this?
Hey, man, this is really simple. Really, really simple how to book Roman Reigns, right? First thing you do is don't give him stupid-ass lines to read. You don't tell him that he's, packing tater tots or that he's climbing up beanstalks or dumbness like that. Second thing you do is you don't book him against The Undertaker at WrestleMania. It's like, what the hell? They were asking for this guy to get screwed at every turn. But you know what? Let's put all that aside, right? Saying that they've done that, how do you rehabilitate the guy? This is how you do it. You turn him into Braun Strowman, a non-forgiving ass kicker who doesn't give a damn about anyone or anything. People will inevitably start cheering him after a while. It's going to take time. There's a lot of damage done here, but it'll work if you do it that way. That's what you need to do. You need to have him just randomly beating up the Drifter in the back, stuff like that.
Why gotta be the Drifter though?
Yo, you know what, man? I'm gonna save my thoughts on the Drifter for your what is it? Yeah, for that. I love the Drifter, by the way. But I'm saying he's hanging around. You may as well beat somebody up, or Golden Truth. They got their ass whooped for no reason on Monday Night Raw. Somebody like that.
Good thoughts. Good thoughts. Fame. How about you? How would you book Roman Reigns?
Listen, it is. First of all, let me put this out there. I disagree with everything that you think about Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns has been a heel since he left the Shield. Like, his character, kayfably, has always been kind of an asshole, not very cool, just like, I do my thing. Like, it's not a great character. It's just, but he's never done anything remotely face. Like, he didn't even help Dean Ambrose, and Dean Ambrose is getting his ass kicked. I remember thinking, like, where's Roman Reigns? What the fuck? So, like, Roman Reigns is not anybody's friend. Roman Reigns is just, it depends on who he goes up against, whether he gets cheered or booed. In this case, The Undertaker, he got booed, and rightfully so. Anyway, to book him as a face, what he needs to do is, you guys remember in 2010 when Edge did this bit about he was going to spear everything that sucks? Roman Reigns needs to spear everything that sucks. What sucks is him. No, but everything else that the internet has a problem with, he spears it.
Yeah, he can't possibly spear himself, just to let you know.
Exactly.
Listen. But I know him, right? He's a problem. But anything else that the IWC has a problem with, if the storyline's going bad, Roman Reigns just shows up, spears both competitors, Storyline is over.
That's great.
Like there's no explanation. It's just everything that there's ever like, yo, I really have a problem with this angle. Roman Reigns shows up, spears, leaves. SmackDown or Raw. That's it. Roman spears, leaves.
I absolutely love that
Cheers.
idea. I love that idea. Absolutely.
It's a great idea.
It is. Q, what you got to say about that? You think that's the way to go?
Well, the first thing I gotta say, I gotta agree with Billy Ray with the thing where he gotta drop all these fucking stupid lines he says about I'm the guy and all this bullshit and the big dog and all this. He gotta drop all that first of all. And then I think the feud that he's gonna be cheered and liked is the original way why he was cheered and liked was because when he was in the Shield. To me, that's the only way you could get him like. I can't possibly find anybody he could fight that he could like go over at this point. Like the only person that would have been, but unfortunately it's not gonna happen, would have been probably Goldberg. But that that's not fucking happening. Goldberg is done. So that's the only thing I can see. If he gets back with the Shield do their old shit. They started fucking jumping everybody that comes down the ring, whether it's face or heel. Either way, I think if he comes back with the Shield, that's the only way he'll get any type of good pop.
All right. So
spear and leave. Hashtag spear and leave.
That's you guys all make some good points. My thinking is pretty much bits and pieces of everything y'all said. I absolutely agree. Roman Reigns needs to cut all the bullshit lines, just like Billy Ray said, and he needs to go back to just this badass dude that doesn't give a fuck. It needs to be like, hey, you don't like me? Well, I don't give a fuck.
He does. That's what he's doing right now. What are you talking about? It's my yard now. What are you talking about? I just beat the Undertaker. So what?
His delivery is horrible, bro. His delivery is absolutely horrible. It doesn't come.
I don't have a problem with Roman Reigns at all, by the way. But while we're having this conversation, I don't have a problem with Roman Reigns at all.
Yeah, the thing is,
best heel in the business, honestly, right now. Nobody gets his heat. And you can say it's not real heat, but heat is heat.
Billy Ray, do you disagree? You agree with that statement?
That's ridiculous. That's a ridiculous statement. And FameBlack knows it. It's the dumbest statement I've ever heard in my life, and I've heard a lot of dumb statements. Listen, this guy Roman Reigns is not a heel. He is not a heel.
Yes, he is.
The only reason he's a quote unquote heel, according to FameBlack, is because he's getting booed out the building. That's
no.
That doesn't mean he's a heel. That just means he sucks. He's getting booed.
Well, because he kind of acts like a dick. That means he's trying to deliver a line like The Rock and can't get it across like The Rock. That's all that means. He does not have the charisma to connect with the people on a different level, and he comes off looking like a fool or like a dick in the process. But
like a heel.
He's trying to be a face. That's the evil, cruel joke the wrestling gods have played on us. He's trying to be a face, yet
that's the heel.
He comes off as a heel. I don't understand.
All right, he comes off as a heel because he is a heel.
He's not. In no way, shape, or form.
His heel gimmick is I'm trying to be a face.
He's still giving props to the Undertaker. He's like, yeah, it was the hardest thing I've ever had to do. It was the biggest thing I ever had to do, but it's the hardest because I had to beat a legend. I had to beat the Undertaker. Like that's a face thing to say. He's still a face.
I've never seen a heel being thrown off a stretcher before. If you guys want to know.
Yeah, it's just he's trying to come across as a face, and it's just not working. Sure, he's saying smug shit, but it's just not coming across. I mean, he's the one
Obviously
Samoan.
It does.
He's the one Samoan that just talent forgot. I mean, it's just not happening, and they need to do something. And I don't blame him 100% because WWE needs to do a better job booking the guy. I know you've been saying forever he's a heel. He's not. He's absolutely not a heel. They're trying so hard to make him a face.
Sure,
you're calling him a heel because the fans are booing him, but
no, that's not why. They're like that's the part y'all don't listen to. He is not a heel because the fans are booing him. He is a heel doing his job, getting his boos. But his character, I'm saying, kayfabely, before any of the fan reaction, he is a heel.
I don't know. I think we're gonna have to agree to disagree.
That's the only thing that makes sense to me. And obviously, like the WWE is not stupid. If he is,
that's the problem here. Go ahead.
If they're really gonna try to push him as a face, they wouldn't have put him against the Undertaker, and they wouldn't have had him retire the Undertaker. Like
they did.
Everybody knows, right? And they were trying to get him over as a face, which I don't think they are. I think honestly, here we go. this is the hashtag Roman truth. I think that we're all distracted with Roman Reigns being pushed down our throats as the guy, while Vince McMahon is getting one last hard on pushing Braun Strowman, who you all love. Everybody knows Vince likes big guys. Braun Strowman, there's no one bigger than Braun Strowman. Why wouldn't Vince be trying to push that guy? And he's got a monster push, and now everybody loves him because we hated Roman Reigns so much. Hashtag Roman truth.
But Braun Strowman actually has talent. His delivery is amazing. He's a funny dude. He cuts great promos.
But JB, if Braun Strowman just straight showed up and pushed his way to the heavyweight title without showing you all this little shit while you were booing Roman Reigns, you would be against it. You'd be like, oh, Vince McMahon giving another big guy another push that he don't deserve, rocket straps to the moon. You wouldn't be with it. Vince McMahon manipulated you and throwed you Roman Reigns as a bait, as a fake, as a decoy, while Braun Strowman just sneaked past you and showed you all the amazing things he could do. And now you would not mind Braun Strowman as your champion.
You're like the Kellyanne Conway for Vince McMahon. Like, you could just like wiggle your way out of everything and make up alternative facts. Listen, man, here's the deal. Newsflash, right? Braun Strowman is Roman Reigns' food. He's being set up to lose to Roman Reigns. No matter how good he looks, how much he's going over right now, he's going to get speared and he's going to lose. Probably at SummerSlam. They'll probably fight each other at this pay-per-view.
Yes, exactly.
And maybe Braun Strowman might go over some way, shape, or form, and then they'll set up a rematch at SummerSlam, in which case Roman Reigns is going to straight beat him clean. This is what's going to happen. This is the inevitable.
Billy Ray just made a great point, because I'm to the point where anybody outside of Roman Reigns, that's a heel that's getting built on Raw, I'm 99.9% positive they're getting built just to feed them to Roman Reigns. That's just how I feel. And I know that's the case behind Braun Strowman. They're not trying to make a new star. That's happening on its own. But at the end of the day, Braun Strowman will get fed to Roman Reigns. Yeah. Absolutely 100%. Q, you have anything else before we move on this one?
I think with this feud, I think everything actually with Roman Reigns is they're basically trying to do what the old John Cena was. They're making him beat everybody, making him the shit. But I don't think it's going to get as far as SummerSlam, because I'm sure by then fucking Brock Lesnar is going to have to defend that title and come back on TV sometime. So I'm sure it's either going to be Braun Strowman or Roman Reigns in their face for the title. Other than them, there's really no person I can see that they would push to make them fight Brock Lesnar. Otherwise, Brock Lesnar is going to fuck up whoever he fights.
Yeah. Any of you guys have any last comments regarding this? I know we could probably beat this topic over the head for the next 24 hours, but obviously we have to move forward. Anything else on any of you guys? Billy Ray?
I'm done talking about Roman Reigns. I don't want to talk about him unless we absolutely have to. So, FameBlack?
Spear and leave. Spear and leave.
See, that's the best idea ever. If we're going to say anything about spear and leave, Samoan silence, like my friend
Don't even say anything.
Like, I just want you to picture. I want you to picture. JB, give me something that's annoying you about the WWE right now.
Booking of Roman Reigns.
Hey, come on now. You know, you know where I'm going with this. Why would you be a dick?
No, the thing is, one thing I absolutely hate is they always make their champions lose.
All right, check it out. Right? Or you talking about Naomi? Okay.
Any champion, any mid-card champion losing on Raw or SmackDown on a weekly basis.
All right. Well, we'll take Naomi. Right? We'll take Naomi right now.
Walking and spear Naomi would be.
No, he doesn't spear Naomi. He's like, Naomi's about to lose, clean as a whistle, right? Oh my God, Charlotte with the next show selection. Damn it. And everybody's like confused, right? And then fucking he spears Charlotte. What the fucking? Why did he do that?
Nah, man, I'd cut it off way ahead of time. As soon as Naomi comes into the ring with all the glitter and dancing and stuff, right before she stops dancing, she gets speared and Roman Reigns walks off. That'd be the best way to do it.
That's not stopping the champion from losing.
It doesn't matter.
If they would do that, I would go on the damn WWE shop right now and buy one of those freaking $50 bullshit bulletproof whatever the hell vest he has.
I got another one.
They'll never do that.
I got another one. Okay, this House of Horror is not being for the WWE title anymore. Nonsense right here. All right, right before he said, "Randy, welcome to my Dan it," and he just shows up, spears Bray Wyatt. Spears Bray Wyatt, spears Randy Orton. The House of Horrors match never starts. The rivalry is over. and Randy Orton goes to SmackDown, Bray Wyatt goes to Raw. Like, that's how you finish it right there. Like, boom, spear and leave. And there's no explanation. Bray Wyatt does not feud with Roman Reigns after this, and neither does Randy Orton. That is it.
That sounds like something Vince would do.
So we're gonna move on from Roman Reigns because we're just gonna do that. We've spoken about Roman Reigns way too much. Moving on,
we should have speared it and leave. We should have speared.
Moving on to somebody with some actual skill, and of course, I'm talking about SmackDown's #1 contender for the SmackDown Championship, Jinder Mahal. I want to know what your guys' thoughts on Jinder Mahal being the #1 contender is. Does he have an actual shot against Randy Orton? Because it will be Randy Orton, because we all know Bray Wyatt's not winning the title. And also, I read an article, and according to what I read, Jinder Mahal won this match more because from a business standpoint, they're trying to get into the India market. Obviously, he's Indian. So we've seen him do this, in the Mexican market with giving pushes to Kalisto and Alberto Del Rio. So Jinder Mahal is obviously Indian, and they want to try to get an Indian star going. Do you guys agree or disagree with this? And is Jinder Mahal, is he going to win this title, or is this all just a little thing going on? Fame, I'm going to go ahead and go over to you first on this one.
Jinder Mahal was absolutely right. Jinder Mahal said that we were not ready to accept diversity in our championship picture. And that could not be more true, especially of the WWE title that only has half of. Oh man, you got pizza?
It's good too, bro.
What kind of pizza?
It's New York pizza, man.
Oh right, yeah, okay. So Jinder Mahal, right? Yeah, he was right. We're not ready to accept diversity because the IWC is like, yeah, we need a newcomer, shake up the title picture. Oh no, not him. Oh no, not that guy. Not Mr. Steroid. And this is proof that steroids work. You should do steroids if you're in the WWE because this is clearly what happens. You get #1 contender pushes. Nobody knew who Jinder Mahal was when he was in 3MB except 5 people. So this is great for Jinder Mahal. This is great for the Bollywood boys. This is great for Randy Orton losing that title because he'll have a reason to. He can lose it because of the Bollywood boys interference. They don't know how to stop interfering. They're really good. So yeah, man, I'm all about it, man. Indian excellence. # Indian excellence.
Q, what you got on this one? You agree, disagree? Jinder Mahal's a fellow brown guy like yourself. Is this your dude now?
Well, he's not my dude, but I mean, in a way, it is kind of cool that a brown guy is actually winning a match. But the way I see this is going is pretty much what you're saying earlier about Del Rio. I see him as the Indian guy. You know, they're trying to bring the Indian crowd in. So they got him winning. By the way, it looks really disgusting for a brown man to be ripped as that. Because brown people from fucking shirt does not look that ripped. So you already know he's juicing. But him winning the title, I can't really see that. Honestly, I still have no idea how the hell he won this match because he hasn't. When the fuck was the last time he won a match? Like, you still have to push the fucking guy before he wins a match like this. And the guy's never got fucking pushed. You got fucking 2 Bollywood boys who are supposed to be faces, and now they just fucking appear from nowhere wearing white clothes, and then Sami Zayn loses the match. It's like all people in that match, Jinder Mahal wins. Like he could, and without a push or anything. I'm like, how the fuck this guy win? You got guys
push.
That to a title match though.
That is the push. What's more of a push than that?
I think what he means is there was actual no build. He just got a Roman Reigns auto push.
It was a 6-man challenge. He had help. Yeah, I hope he would win it. He had two friends in it. He turned a 6-pack challenge into an 8-pack challenge handicap.
And these guys, Bollywood boys and Jinder Mahal, have never met, have never crossed paths. The only thing common they have is that they're all brown. At any rate, Q, you finished.
Well, they are actually Indian, though, right?
Well,
and there's actually 2 in NXT. There's actually 2 other. There's actually 2 other Indian guys that like pretty big guys that are that you never know, they might be coming up and they might form this big stable, which to me would be kind of cool. Yeah, I forgot what their names are, but like one of them just signed about like 4 or 5 months ago, and then another one, like they're both actually on a tag team every now and then, but they're big guys. So if they form a stable, you got this fucking Indian Urdu stable and shit. So you never know. It might be something good.
Billy Ray, what do you think? We get another Indian NWO?
Man, I gotta tell you, man, I saw this and I dug it so much when I saw Jinder Mahal win, I wasn't expecting it, and I was like, and I got up out of my couch and I went to bed. It was amazing. I was so happy. All right. So couple of things, right? Sami Zayn was my favorite to win the match. I mean, of course, Sami Zayn's gonna win, right? No, FameBlack already established that Sami Zayn is a loser and a bitch, and he keeps getting proven right time and time again. It's just the way it is. So now Jinder Mahal is the #1 contender for the WWE title. And I got to tell you, I'm a big Bollywood Boys fan. They were called the Bollywood Lions up in Canada. They're freaking amazing, okay? They may not be great in the ring, but they're hilarious. Hey, listen, I'm all for the Indian New World Order. They should bring back the Great Khali. They should go sign Sanjay Dutt. Put this all together. I want to see Jinder Mahal with the WWE title, okay? And I want him to walk around and be all Indian pride, # Indian excellence, whatever. And then Shinsuke Nakamura could just take it from him very easily in about a month. I'd be very happy with that. No, but all jokes aside, I really like this. It's not the most logical thing, and it's not the thing that people want to see. But you know what? Freaking they screwed this up because AJ Styles should have been in this match, but now he's going for the U.S. title for some reason. I don't understand. So if you're gonna pick a bunch of jobbers and one of them is going to be the WWE champion, or at least gonna go for the WWE title, why don't you pick the biggest jobber of them all? And that's what Jinder Mahal is. And Fame is absolutely right. The guy juices up and he gets noticed. Vince McMahon got a hard on for him overnight because he got some cuts in his body, clearly juicing. Sends a wrong message to the kids, you know? But I'm for it. I'm with it.
Yeah, I mean, I absolutely agree with what you're saying, Billy Ray. I love the fact that Jinder Mahal won this. I'm a huge, and I've said it a lot in the past, I'm a huge proponent of the unexpected in wrestling. So much shit is so predictable and so obvious it's gonna happen. So when something like this happens, I didn't think Sami Zayn was going over because every time I think Sami Zayn's gonna go over, I always hear Fame's voice in the back of my head. He's a loser and a bitch. So I know Sami Zayn's not going over. So
I knew that Sami Zayn was gonna take the pin in that match for sure. I was like,
of course.
I don't know who's gonna win the 6-pack challenge, but I know Sami Zayn's gonna take the pin because he is a loser and a bitch.
Yeah, I mean, in my head, I thought it would be Luke Harper. And then when they got towards the end, I'm like, and I saw that, I'm like, this is amazing. I couldn't believe that the IWC had so much hate for Jinder Mahal. I mean, this is something different, something new. It's a new guy that they're pushing that they've never pushed before. So I'm absolutely fine with it. You know, for them to get an Indian stable, I don't think we're actually going to see that. I don't see them putting much time into Jinder Mahal, to be honest. I think this is just a transitional thing, but we'll see where it goes. I mean, Jinder Mahal, he was on Talking Smack a couple weeks ago. That was pretty good. He cut a pretty good promo on at the end of his match. So I mean, who knows? Maybe the steroids is giving this guy some talent. And like you guys said, he is obviously taking steroids because this guy got jacked so quick, and then that's all it takes, and then Vince is in love with you. So you know, we'll see where it goes from there. But I'm excited to see. I like, again, when it's unexpected shit. That's when wrestling's at its best. What you got, Billy Ray?
And since they're going ahead and signing all this TNA talent, they should get Mahabali Shera and just round it out.
I don't even know who that is.
Oh, God, you don't want to know. Go check him up when we're done here. Go see Mahabali Shera. Quite possibly the worst wrestler in the world. But I'd love to see him.
Oh, I seen him.
Worse than James Ellsworth?
Oh, man. Well, James Ellsworth is
Shawn Michaels compared to
pretty much. That's the best way to say it. Yeah, this guy is bad. Kind of entertaining, though. Kind of fun to watch, but he's really bad. Anyway, Asian New World Order. I'm with you.
Fame Q. Anything else?
That's all I gotta say about that.
Yeah, man, it's pretty much the writing on the wall, man. This is gonna be. Let me stop saying that Jinder Mahal is on steroids before somebody goes investigating and we blow his push.
I know, right? And it's friggin' the guys on Smart Talks screwed up Jinder Mahal's push. Next thing you know, Jinder Mahal's waiting at our friggin' doorstep.
And don't forget, he'll be on steroids. So
yeah, exactly, with the Indian NWO. So we ain't trying to get into a fight with the Indian.
Right, because not only do we stop the push of Jinder Mahal, we also stop the push of the Bollywood Boys.
Exactly,
that's not cool.
Which I think they have talent. I think They have if WWE booking doesn't bury them like a lot of other people.
I think Jinder Mahal's got talent. Like this is gonna be good.
Okay,
Yeah, I know they see something in him because like I don't know if you guys remember, but the first NXT title, he was actually in the finals match against Seth Rollins for that first ever NXT title. So WWE got some type of interest in him just because I saw him in the finals against out of all people against Seth Rollins, and they actually had a decent match. I actually watched it about 2 or 3 days ago because I was going over through some old NXT stuff, and they actually had a decent match.
Yeah, I mean the guy concussed Finn Balor, who just came back. He got no hit back from that. So obviously they have plans for this guy. So
because of the way he did it, Vince McMahon was like, you took him out with your own arm. Yes, I love it. Yeah.
Jinder Mahal grabbed the brass rings, those quote unquote brass rings you always hear about. I guess Jinder Mahal grabbed those. The brass rings are probably Vince McMahon's balls, and that's exactly what he grabbed a hold of. But at any rate, we're going to see what we get from Jinder Mahal and everybody else.
Listen, let's look at what's really important here. That Jinder Mahal, even if he holds that belt, even if he wins it from Randy Orton at whatever pay-per-view and then loses it the following Tuesday and never ever gets it back, he'll be the first, he'll be the modern day Indian champion. He'll be in the Hall of Fame for that. They won't remember the Sheik like that, But the Sheik, he is an Indian, isn't he?
He's like middle.
The Sheik is from Iran.
There you go.
Right. Yeah, I knew it.
Yo,
So
he said Jinder Mahal and Hall of Fame in the same sentence. Like I don't even know if that makes sense at this point.
Don't think about it like he won't look like he looks when he gets that award. It'll be at a very, very old or a dead Jinder Mahal.
Yeah, it's gonna look like fucking Lex Luger how he looks now.
It doesn't matter. Coco Beaver's in the Hall of Fame, and if Coco Beaver's in the Hall of Fame, everybody's got a chance to be in the freaking Hall of Fame.
But here's the thing: eventually, everybody will be in the Hall of Fame. Every time you're in the Hall of Fame and somebody's in black and white, you be like, I never really heard of this guy. I got to do my research. That is that person from that era. Like Zack Ryder will be that. To after we're all dead, Zack Ryder will be going in the Hall of Fame. Like Zack Ryder was a revolutionary in the discovery of the internet.
Woo, woo,
and
woo.
right, woo woo woo. But he won't be there. He'll be way dead to accept it.
All right. So we're going to go from Jinder Mahal to Shinsuke Nakamura. And this is a
Shinsuke.
This is a topic that we've talked about on the Blue Zone before. Obviously, one of our shows, the Blue Zone on WWPN. And it's something also that's been going on. I've read articles and different forums from the IWC. Shinsuke Nakamura is obviously on SmackDown currently right now. He has not had a match as yet. He's had 2 segments, one with The Miz, kind of, one with Dolph Ziggler. And we got a video package this past SmackDown. A lot of people are pissed off because we haven't had any matches with Shinsuke Nakamura. I am of the opinion that I absolutely love, for once, something WWE is doing. They're slow rolling it. So I absolutely 100% agree with the way this is going. What are you guys' thoughts on that? Is this the right thing to do? Should they slow roll it? Or are they making a huge mistake by not actually getting this guy involved in matches on television? Q, I'm going to go with you first on this one. Tell me what you think.
With Nakamura, I think I like this way WWE's going it because a lot of these other guys, you could tell a lot of these former guys with NXT, they push these guys too quick. And, the majority of them, you saw how bad it ended up. Like, they pushed him to the title too quick, and then, they lost it, and then, you never hear of them after that. Like, I think with Nakamura, though, the right timing would be at, like, one of the probably – that's some type of big pay-per-view. Like maybe if they have like a King of the Ring or something this year, I think, that would be a good thing for him to win. He's already King of the Strong Styles, so, King of the Ring would be a perfect thing for him. And I can't remember the last time we had like a face as a King of the Ring. So I think like pushing him for now and then have him get like attacked or something by somebody like a Baron Corbin or something, attack him. And then his first match should be on a pay-per-view, not on SmackDown or anything like that. I think his first match should be in a pay-per-view, but he needs to stay the way he is right now. They should not push him, especially a guy with like that. And, a lot of these guys have gotten injured just coming straight from the top. So I think what WWE is doing him right now is pretty good.
Billy Ray, what do you think? WWE got it right on this one, or are they fucking up?
Shinsuke Nakamura will be the WWE champion before the end of the year.
Strong words.
It's gonna happen, and the less we get of Shinsuke, the better, right? That's the way it is. You can't give the public too much. If he's wrestling on the first night, he's already like they're like, oh, okay, it's Shinsuke. They're building him. They're building the anticipation for him to come out. A lot of the audience doesn't translate from NXT over to the main roster, so they don't know who Shinsuke is. A lot of these people, but they're getting glimpses of him. They're getting video packages of him. He's supposed to be this great superhuman guy with tons of charisma that comes out. They're going to love him when he does. He's going to beat Randy Orton for that title. I don't think it's going to be Jinder Mahal. And if Jinder Mahal wins it, he's going to beat Jinder Mahal for that title. This guy's going to be the WWE champion. There's no doubt in my mind. And this is the best way to do it. I like what they're doing with him right now.
Fame, you agree, disagree?
People who think that people who are pissed that Shinsuke Nakamura hasn't had a match yet, hasn't been wrestling on SmackDown yet after what, 2-3 weeks? Is this week 3?
Yeah, 3 weeks
okay.
Just passed. Yeah.
Okay, 3 weeks. People who are pissed off at that probably don't have good sex. You see, foreplay is very fucking important. You gotta get it wet before you get in there. You understand what I'm getting at here? Like Shinsuke Nakamura.
I have no idea. Please elaborate.
Shinsuke Nakamura is a spectacle. It's going to be great when he gets to do his thing.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about you were talking the sex analogy that you were given. Can you tell me about that? I have no idea.
I teach an online class for $50.
Is that right? Are you charging
you up after this? I will not charge. Whoa! I was gonna get there. I was not gonna say I was gonna charge. You can sit in, but I'm just telling you. I teach a class. You can just sit in.
Are holes included?
Are you kidding me? I would never charge you. Cool. Oh, JB, you have to pay up front, baby.
No, I said, are the holes included in that $50?
Yes. Oh, duh. Dumbass. What kind of class you think this is? Anyway, Shinsuke Nakamura is a spectacle, man. He needs to be. You need to like. He doesn't have, like, he's out there and the fans chant what? Shinsuke, Shinsuke, and then they do the song, right? Shinsuke, Shinsuke, then the song, then Nakamura, Nakamura, then the song again. Like he just stands there. He doesn't have to do anything. I'll be surprised the next time he comes out. Throw one kick. You can throw one kick. And then do it all over again. Like, I know what he can do. So if you stretch it out and make people want it, learn how to have sex, learn that foreplay is a good thing, learn to get it wet before you get in there.
Yeah, I think this day and age, people are so used to like just freaking instant gratification and getting everything right now. Like right now, everything has to be right now, right now, right now.
Quick.
Back in the day, we had feuds that went on for like 3, 4, 5, 6 months. Now you're lucky if a feud goes on for a month. It's just things don't have to be right away all the time. So I absolutely agree with the way they're doing this. Shinsuke Nakamura, like Billy Ray said, he's a special attraction. This is not somebody you want to see every week on wrestling every week on television. I'm sure he's wrestling in dark matches and on live events and stuff, but you don't want to hear that song every single week because then it waters it down and it takes away from the effect. The same thing with Finn Balor with his special entrance. They don't do that every week because it waters down the effect. They only do it on big shows. So it's the same thing. Shinsuke Nakamura is a megastar and he has a lot of years left in this business. So why throw it all out there right now? We're going to go into our final segment of the night, which is the Gripe Bomb. I know when we did episode 1, the Gripe Bomb, I gave everybody 30 seconds to air any grievances or something they dislike about anything wrestling related. I got some feedback. People loved the segment. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is we're going to extend it. Instead of 30 seconds, we're going to go ahead and extend that to 60 seconds just because you need at least 60 seconds to give a good rant. And Billy Ray, as our guest tonight, I'm going to go ahead and give you the ball first. I'm going to give you the rock first, and you go ahead and you drop that Gripe Bomb.
Well, here's the deal, man. I can't believe that the WWE is just allowing drifters to be going on backstage, walking around in the audience, showing up on SmackDown, showing up on Raw. Drifters, hobos. They're just going to start showing up to shows. Can you understand? Do you understand this? Why am I going to go to the WWE show if they're going to be hobos there? I mean, you're just letting these people in. I mean, you're trying to protect your talent. Roman Reigns is walking around back there. Braun Strowman, and there's a smelly guy playing a guitar backstage. I don't understand this. How is this happening? Why are these people allowed to be backstage? Why do I have to pay for a ticket? And the drifter gets to be backstage. You understand what I'm saying?
I absolutely agree with what you're saying. Also, considering the fact we're from New York, when we go to these WWE shows, we're trying to suspend belief a little bit and watch something entertaining. If we want to see hobos, we could just walk down the street and see hobos for free. You don't even have to pay for a ticket. You know what I mean? So
my biggest deal is that they're letting them in the arena and going backstage. I have to pay $150 to go backstage. The drifter gets to do this for free. I don't get it. That's it.
All right, and that's the gripe bomb from Billy Ray Valentine. Fame, I'm gonna go ahead on you. Go ahead and drop that gripe bomb.
Listen, I've hinted on this before, but it still bothers me. It irks the finer parts of my wrestling soul. You see, when you come out with a specialty match, it's a match that is tailor-made for you. It's a match that you can get down with. Like you create the rules, you create the environment. It's scary because the opponent has not as much experience in your field. However, if you come up with a WWE match and it's your specialty match, chances are you're going to lose that shit. Ask Kane about the Inferno match, all right? Ask Bray Wyatt about this House of Horrors match that's about to take place. Ask Mankind about most Boiler Room brawls, all right? Ask Undertaker about Buried Alive matches, all right? Ask him about casket matches. For the most part, he's won a few. Ask him about Hell in a Cell matches. You know who's won the most Hell in a Cell matches? Triple H. So, like, it just doesn't make any sense, man. If you come up with a match, chances are you're gonna lose it. Rock lost a Brahma Bull rope match. You know why? It's just what it is. You can't win a specialty. If you came up with a match, chances are you're gonna lose.
Time. All right. Interesting statements there. Q, I'm gonna go ahead and go to you. Actually, the last time we did this, episode 1, based on all the feedback I got, everyone said you had the best gripe bomb because you absolutely went off. Especially you had some shit to say about the Miz. So what do you have this week? Go ahead and drop that gripe bomb.
All right, first thing I say is, why the fuck is Brock Lesnar the fucking WWE champion? This motherfucker is never on TV. This is not fucking UFC where you fight once every fucking 5 months. This is WWE. It's a weekly episodic fucking program. You come there every fucking week. If you're not gonna come there every week, at least show once a month or show for some fucking pay-per-view. Don't show your fucking face one time every fucking 4 months. It's WWE. It's not UFC. So this dude, I understand he's getting paid $1 million to do this shit, but come on, give it to somebody who fucking deserves it. They already did this shit before with Lesnar, and honestly, I fucking hated that when they did this last time with Brock Lesnar. He didn't defend the title for 3 months, and it was like, come on, man. There's plenty of other people that I would have rather put the title on Raw than fucking Brock Lesnar. This shit is fucking stupid. You got a fucking guy showing once every 4 months you don't even see him once every 4 months. Like, you didn't even hear from him. You didn't even know the fucking title exists. Like, right now, Dean Ambrose is the main man on Raw because of the Intercontinental Champion, which is fucking stupid. It's good to bring the title up, but when you got the main title that's fucking non-existent, what's the point of that?
Time. Yeah, I absolutely agree with you, and I've been just saying this forever. I don't know why. I understand Brock Lesnar is a megastar as well, and they want to put the strap on him, but they got to do it when this guy's gonna be around and commit to at least being. I mean, I'm not saying he has to wrestle every week on Raw, but at least show up once in a while. Fame, you're shaking your head.
Show up.
You're shaking your head, Fame. What you got to say?
Yo, Brock Lesnar, it goes where Brock Lesnar wants to go. Like, that's his bit. He's the champ because nobody can take that away from him. I show up when the fuck I want to show up. Who gonna tell me no? And by the way, the main man on Raw is not Dean Ambrose. The main man on Raw is Braun Strowman. I don't know if you've been watching. That is the man. That is the man on Raw. Like, I like that a little bit. The title is gone, so now you got to build these personal storylines so that when Braun Strowman dethrones, and you think he's going to be Roman Reigns' food, but Roman Reigns is going to lose to Brock Lesnar again, proving that he's good, but he's not that good. And Braun Strowman will dethrone Brock Lesnar, and when that happens,
that's never happening.
When Braun Strowman dethrones Brock Lesnar, then we'll get some more. Like, then Roman Reigns will beat Braun Strowman to say he did both. You know what I'm saying? But before then, we have to build up Braun Strowman to be everything. And that's why he doesn't have to win the title just yet, but we got to build him up. And that's why he's the main event almost every week now.
What do you think, Billy Ray?
Man, I love Brock Lesnar. I'm a Brock Lesnar mark. So
yeah, man.
I'm all for it. I did give him the Universal title, let him be off television for 2 months, and then he comes back and destroys somebody, suplex somebody 15 times. I'm with it. People don't like it. I know people don't like it. I have zero problem with it. The one thing I do have a problem with is that they're just putting this title on him just so Roman Reigns can take it away.
Of course. Everything that's done is because of Roman Reigns.
Braun Strowman's going to take it away.
Never. And Brock is probably going to end up beating Braun Strowman. Just on the way to make him look strong for Roman Reigns.
That's all it is. I mean,
4 months from now, Brock Lesnar is gonna beat somebody, and then another fucking 4 months he's gonna beat somebody, and then the Miz or some bullshit is gonna fucking beat him. It's gonna end up some shit like that because he fucking shows up once every fucking 4 months, and that's all it is.
He's supposed to be on television a little more often now. So
I understand.
It's WWE. It's not UFC.
No, I understand that he's only there every now and then, and I have no problem with that. My problem is that he's doing it with the title. For me, it diminishes the title.
Like that's how champions do it in every other league, man.
In what league do they defend? Well, yeah, I mean, but in UFC they defend the title like once every 6 months because they defend a different title every month on their UFC events. For example, I'm talking about MMA.
No, but they do it. Sorry to interrupt you, JB. They do it in New Japan too, like the Intercontinental title headlines pay-per-views over there. You know,
but every month. I'm sorry, every month their world title is defended. Am I right? I mean, not necessarily every event, because like you said, the IC title gets sometimes top billing, but that's usually for a smaller card. The bigger card for that particular month is usually headlined by, in this case, Okada. He's the world champ. Well, go ahead. What were you saying, Billy Ray? I started to cut you off.
No. That's it, bro. Go ahead. That's all I was going to make. I was just trying to bring up that point that, I mean, we can't headline a pay-per-view here in the WWE with the IC title. You just can't. You know, even if it's a smaller show, you can't do it. You just can't. Like, so maybe this is an opportunity, and I think one of you guys alluded to it. There's an opportunity to bring up the IC title a bit, you know, and maybe give it a little bit more prominence than it did before.
Well, you know, you just said something, and to me, this is a huge issue with WWE. The fact that you just said that they can't headline a show with the IC title or even the US title, any of the mid-card titles, I find that as a problem. Back in the day, the IC title, or even the US title in WCW, old school WCW, was a prestigious title. Now it means shit. But they need to get it back to that level where you can, for like a smaller event, I'm not talking about one of the big four or whatever, but for one of the smaller events, you have your IC title main event, and you might not necessarily, if you do it the right way, you don't need a world title on that particular card. Pay-per-views are not buys anymore. It's on the network. It's $99 a month. That's it. So they don't have to worry about buys, and people are going to pack the arenas no matter what you have on what you have. So I think what they're doing with the US title is a good chance for that. I mean, you have Kevin Owens, you have AJ Styles, you have all these guys surrounding the title, so it could get there. Anyone else have any closing remarks? We're gonna go home.
My dream thing, though, for what I would love to see with that WWE title, I know for damn sure it's not gonna happen, but some point along, maybe at Survivor Series or something, I wish that Lesnar and Kurt Angle could fucking go downtown and fucking have one of their old type of matches they used to have.
Forget about it.
I know it's not gonna happen. Probably not, but I would pay some money to watch that.
Angle's probably finished.
But here's the thing, right? Yo, like JB, you like the throwback. You missed the throwback. So I get why you like, all right, back in the day it was like this with the IC title, and back in the day it was like this with the US title. But it's like that's gone. You know what that is now? Money in the Bank.
True.
You win Money in the Bank. Now you're gonna be the world champion. Like it used to be King of the Ring. King of the Ring was the next step to being a champion. Nah, fuck that. Now it's Money in the Bank. And it's now that it's Raw and SmackDown, it's gonna be different things. It's gonna be what you say on Talking Smack, who you piss off. Like I like that a little bit. It's got a little bit of a, they kind of took a little bit of that environment from Lucha Underground. Like look at AJ Styles, the face that runs the place, is a line that he took from John Cena as he makes jabs at them because their feud is secretly not over. You know what I'm saying? Like he got himself over. He got himself over, but like as a face by shaking Shane McMahon's hand, man. That's a dope thing right there. Like after all the shit that he did, he beat the shit out of Shane McMahon. All it was a handshake. It was great. Oh man, but like AJ Styles.
What the fuck?
I forgot where I was going with it.
Yeah, what the hell?
I know. I'm waiting for the point, and it's just, and then he just closes it and takes a hit.
What you guys think if Braun Strowman just shows up inside like Roman Reigns at the hospital and just beats the shit out of him in the hospital?
Oh my god, that would have been phenomenal. I wish
something like that would happen on Raw next week.
That would have been amazing, but they're not gonna do it. Next week, Roman Reigns is probably gonna show up and destroy fucking Braun Strowman. That's probably what's gonna happen.
Destroy somebody, probably, man. I so don't want to see that, but whatever, man. I can't sit through Monday night. I can't sit through 3 hours of that stuff. I don't know how you guys do it. It's hard for me to sit through 3 hours of it. I'm normally asleep.
It's been easier to sit through the 3 hours. Like they've kind of started to restructure the show in a way that gets it a little bit more over. I like that everybody's getting a video package now.
That's only right now because they had some call-ups and all this other stuff. It's just right after WrestleMania season. It's gonna get bad really quickly, really fast. Yeah.
Usually after WrestleMania, there's a good spurt until they start building for SummerSlam, where we're gonna get a lot of filler garbage. And I think we're coming around that corner where we're going to get a lot of garbage until the build for SummerSlam. And then we'll have the build for SummerSlam, and that'll be okay. And then it's going to be complete garbage again until the build for Survivor Series. And then it'll be complete garbage again until it's Royal Rumble. Then usually from Royal Rumble to WrestleMania, we usually get good stuff. But yeah, we're like Bill Ray said, we're coming into like some of those dark times right now.
Mm-hmm. Coming.
I think they need an off season.
Absolutely.
I mean, like that's another thing. I think that's maybe 6 weeks after WrestleMania, we need an off season, especially with the way that the season premiere or is with the shakeup and the call ups from NXT, the Raw after WrestleMania. I think if they took WrestleMania and then took 6 weeks off and then showed like reruns and had like Hall of Fames or like, well, I know that's for WrestleMania, but if they had like special shows or hey, remember this year and they could have the Slammies then. And you know what I'm saying? Just stuff like that. Just special shit, no wrestling. And then boom, 6 weeks later, start off, boom, with that Raw after Mania feel where all your returns and all your call-ups. And then the next week after that, the Superstar Shakeup. That would be good for the wrestlers. They can do promotion in the meantime. Say, hey, the new season of WWE is coming or whatever. And like, I don't know. I just think that'd be better for everybody, man. That way you don't have to be on that kick so much. Yo, I never watched so much wrestling. It was Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then I watched Impact for Thursday. Like, damn, I was wrestled out.
Yeah, I know. I feel you on that. And the 6 weeks off, that will give the guys a chance to rejuvenate. Some of the guys that are hurt, they want to see their wives, they want to bang their side pieces, whatever the case may be. But
they want to face fuck them.
Yeah, hashtag Tom Phillips. But the thing is, I don't see that ever happening because from a business standpoint, they'll be losing out on millions of dollars in advertising. And the only thing Vince McMahon loves than big sweaty men is money.
Raw would still be running. Like I said, it'd be specialty episodes and stuff like that. So you still got ratings. Raw is still running.
I hate this idea. Why does it have to be Raw? Let SmackDown keep running.
SmackDown could be running too. Like it could be like the best of SmackDowns, this and that and the third.
That's awful. Nobody would watch that.
Yeah, you have the network. Just put it on. You watch it on network.
The way to get this over, the way to get that done is to elevate the secondary titles. That way, some of the main eventers could take some time off. Separate people could take separate times off. The IC title will main event this month or 2 months or something like that. Or you can have the NXT pay-per-view take over for the month or something like that and give other people a night off. So you're building NXT. I mean, the season off or whatever, a month off or something like that. But as far as like best of or nothing like that, that's never going to work. I sure as hell won't watch it.
They're going to start bringing back Velocity and Sunday Night Heat and shit.
Yeah. No, that would work if it wasn't for the network. I mean, why would I want to watch that when I can just go on the network and watch anytime I want? I can sit down and watch an entire 2 years of SmackDown in one sitting if I wanted to. So yeah, I mean, I don't see it ever becoming like that. I mean, they call it seasons anyway. Usually the season finale is supposed to be WrestleMania, and the season premiere is the Raw after. That's
Right.
usually what they call it, at least. But you know, we'll see what WWE has in store for us. But that pretty much is it for Smart Talk. I'm gonna go ahead and go to all my colleagues here. I'm gonna say if you could go ahead and anything you want to plug. Where can people find you? And any last closing statements? Billy Ray, I'll go to you first, brother.
Hey, what's up, guys? It was a pleasure being on a show with you guys, with you fine gentlemen. My name is Billy Ray Valentine. You can follow me on Twitter, OB1. You know me. Just figure it out because I'm not going to spell it out. And I'm barely ever on there anyway. What else? PW Hustle. Go check out the PW Hustle. We do a show every week. At least we try to. And if we don't, we'll come back the next week and do one. Check us out on Big Slam Nation over on OneWrestling.com. We may or may not be on YouTube. Who knows? What else? What else we got? Think that's it.
Well,
anyway,
there is one thing you're forgetting. One thing I'm a very big fan of, Billy Ray. Just really quick, can you tell people who, for some reason, are living under a rock and have not seen the Haters Ball? Can you tell them where they can see that and a little bit of what that's about? Because that was fucking amazing.
Oh, we did a Haters Ball, the first annual PW Hustle Haters Ball. We threw it together in about 2 weeks, and the whole IWC came together. Not the whole thing, but some of us, extended family, came together and gave their hate on the PW Hustle, man. It was fun, man. We had a good time. Next year, God willing, we'll have you two guys on, man. Give us some hate,
Absolutely, always willing and ready to give some hate. FameBlack, where can they reach you, bro?
Instagram, FameBlack. Twitter, FameBlack. Used to be Facebook, FameBlack, but it's actually Hercules Mulligan. Snapchat, FameBlack, and that's where the show really starts. You know what I mean? You don't want to miss it. I'm on FameBlack on Snapchat, doing everything you could possibly think of. What the hell?
My cat just scratched the crap out.
What the hell? I thought he was orgasming over Fame giving his Snapchat synopsis.
Nah, man, he dug
really
right into my finger. Oh, man, look, he's right here. There he goes. So I'm not lying. He just dug into my finger really hard. I apologize, guys.
Dang, so that pussy cut your finger.
Sorry about that.
He didn't get it wet before he got it in there.
Yeah, it's foreplay. That's why I need to take the class, man.
Right, exactly. That's why I let you sit in.
Thank you, buddy.
Let me tell you something. Let me get serious for a second here. Lance Storm voice. Hold on. You and I, Billy Ray, are going to go one-on-one basically, because I don't count that other person in this three-way match. He doesn't count. He's irrelevant. But you.
Shout out to Gerald L. Cooper.
You, Mr. At the Cup winner, you have nothing to show for it.
I got something to show for it. If you want to give me 2 seconds to go get it, I got something to show for it.
If you show me that title that your wife bought you, that don't count.
I have the one that my wife bought me, and I put that one on a hustle. This is a totally different one that I won from OneWrestling.com. It's very beautiful. Yes.
Listen, I think that when I take you out of this Pickamania, then I should get that title off of you.
Listen,
right
JB,
there.
Listen, let me tell you something. All right, so
I'm gonna eliminate you the first round. It's gonna be embarrassing what I do.
So here's what I do, right? I predict things properly and correctly. It's just what I do. I don't know why. So somebody came up with a bright idea of having an after cup over at OneWrestling.com, and I smacked up everybody for 2 years. I was in first place for 2 whole years. Wow. For 2 years, not even close did anybody come to taking me off of first place.
He was also, I want to point out, he was also the scorekeeper.
Yeah, okay,
all right,
that's fine.
I'm just saying.
And I gave out scores to everyone every week, didn't I?
Before the event, correct?
Yes, of course. Didn't I, FameBlack? Listen, it was all legit. It was what it was. FameBlack knows the deal. FameBlack tried very hard to win the event. It wasn't even close. He called himself the king of predictions. Not even close. He got humbled. He got humbled for 2 years. He got humbled, so he knows the deal here. So I'm gonna.
There was points that you didn't give me, yo. Like,
wait till you see. You're the administrator, JB.
That conversation was so rigged. You worked against me so hard.
You are the administrator. I feel so sorry for you if there is a count out victory or some nonsense like that. I don't know what kind of criteria you guys broke down for it. I know you sent it to me, and I will read it, right. But. One Wrestling was straight up win or lose, and FameBlack. Oh my God.
No,
Anything he could come up with to get a win, he would try to get it.
We're gonna go ahead and tighten up all loopholes because Fame is we all know Fame loves going in holes. So we're gonna tighten up all them holes so Fame.
Oh, it's just me. I'm the only one. Okay. I'll take that.
You know for it. It's a thing. It's a thing over your head.
But I'll take it as a compliment, FameBlack, that you're looking at me, and you're not even talking about that other guy that's gonna be on. I don't know Gerald Cooper. What's up, Gerald? You know what I mean? But FameBlack is completely overlooking you. I would take offense to that. I would slap FameBlack in the face. Just saying. But anyway,
he does live in Philadelphia, so I'm told.
Yeah. So that's what I would do personally. I would drive up to his house, smack him in the face, go home. But I'm
totally doing like the Triple H, you Shawn Michaels, and he's Chris Benoit at WrestleMania 20. That's
what I'm winning that match.
That's kind of, if he does end up winning that round, that's exactly what I set up for right there. So
thanks a lot.
Whatever.
But you know what?
But that's a dream. That's just something that happened. I'm actually gonna annihilate the both of you. So.
I'm flattered, and I'll take it as a compliment that you looked straight at me and you took time to cut a promo in that back alley with all that garbage around you, with you without a shirt. You took time to cut a promo on me. I take that as a compliment.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about that real quick.
Yeah, man.
That was real pimping because I was in the middle of pimping for real, pimp fluid. Okay, I was in the middle of that when I cut the promo. So that's the real pimp. I just want y'all to know.
Appreciate it.
Don't clown my attire.
Billy Ray, my question is, are we gonna get a reply promo from you?
Man, I really thought about it. I told FameBlack, you know what? Maybe I'll cut a promo on you. Not in a back alley in a garbage can. But I need to really get acquainted with the rules here before I start running off my mouth. If this was a straight competition, which you can tell me if it is or it isn't, then yeah, I'd run off my mouth because I'd probably win. No offense to you, JB, or anybody else. No offense to Bello. No offense to Hayes. I would probably win. It's just the way it is. But I really don't know what this entails. If you get 2 points for a count out or 3 points for a choke out, it's completely different.
So I'm making it very simple again because I don't want loopholes. Is straight up. Each match is worth 1 point. And it doesn't matter how you win. If your guy or woman wins, you get the point, plain and simple. No contest is 0 points, obviously. There will be some sort of bonus question, something along the lines of, what do you think will be the shortest match of the night, for example? There will be a tiebreaker question as well, like how much time is the third match on the card, for example, the match time, just as a tiebreaker if one should come up. And it's going to be very simple. It's going to come down to straight up picks. Who's winning the match?
How many of these people have I already smacked up over at One Wrestling FameBlack? You, I took care of you a couple of times. Mimi knows what it's like to be in the bottom looking up at Billy Ray Valentine. The Professor Anthony Quintana. I make a fool out of him every week, and he keeps coming back for more. I don't understand it. JB, listen, it's not going to be pretty. I'll tell you that much. CEO Hayes, he's going to have to give me the title of CEO after I get done with it, man. You understand? I don't lose at these things. I don't. Not because I'm a genius or I have a crystal ball in front of me. It's common sense, and people lack it. I don't.
Words from Billy Ray Valentine. Q. Absolutely. I'm waiting to see what happens with Pickamania. I can't wait to see what you guys got. But Q, I'm gonna go to you. Any last closing remarks, closing statements?
Nah. I said what I had to say. I'm good.
All right, so that's going to do it. I just want to, again, thank all the guests tonight, Billy Ray Fame, and, of course, Q. Thank you all for coming out tonight. And just go ahead. Obviously, I am JB, the prodigal one, JB. I can be reached on Twitter at WWPN JB. Of course, I'm part of the Wrestling World Podcast Network, and you can reach us on the WWPN.com for everything Wrestling World Podcast Network related. And thank you for joining us. Remember to like, subscribe, comment, whatever. Obviously, we love interaction. Go ahead and check out PW Hustle, check out Fame, check out WWPN, and that's going to do it.